Following a Thames Valley Police investigation, a man has been sentenced for drug offences in Aylesbury. Vinnie Eastman, aged 31, of no fixed abode, was sentenced to 4 years and 4 months imprisonment following a hearing at Aylesbury Crown Court. At the same hearing, Mr Eastman pleaded guilty to 1 count each of being concerned in the supply and control of a Class B drug, namely cannabis, 2 counts of possession of criminal property, and 4 counts of concerned in the supply of a controlled drug of Class A, namely cocaine, heroin and crack cocaine. On the 31st of July this year, Mr Eastman was detained by officers and was found in possession of £1,840 worth of crack cocaine and heroin and a large quantity of cash while he was walking to a flat on Viridian Square in Aylesbury. Following his arrest, a number of addresses across Buckinghamshire and Oxfordshire linked to Mr Eastman were searched, in which £6,000 in cash was recovered and £17,000 worth of Class A drugs were seized. Mr Eastman was arrested and charged the following day. Investigating officer PC Ben McNeil, part of the Stronghold team based in Aylesbury, said, "I am pleased to see that this conviction has resulted in a prison sentence. We work tirelessly to bring offenders to justice and take these drugs off our streets. Thames Valley Police remains absolutely committed to pursuing and prosecuting drug dealers, and we will continue to make Thames Valley a hostile place for them to carry out their criminal activities."
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. This is a serious matter. Right, so it's now recording, Vinny. Everything said during this interview is being visually and audio recorded, maybe given as evidence if this case is brought to trial. Before I ask you any questions, I need to caution you. So you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand what the caution means? Yeah. Cool. I always break it down into 3 parts anyway. First part, you do not have to say anything. That means you have the right not to answer my questions today. However, if that is the case, I would ask that you reply no comment. That way I know that you've acknowledged my question, you just don't want to answer it. Second part, it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you later rely on in court. That means that I'll be asking you questions today. And if you fail to tell me something that you later bring up in court as a defence, the court may ask you why you didn't tell me today when you had the opportunity to do so. In other words, they may think you've made an account up in the meantime. So I'll summarise while you're here. I'll ask you a number of questions. Alright, so firstly, you were detained by PC McNeil today. That was just before 11 o'clock this morning.
Hands! Vinnie, you're detained with Section 23 Misuse of Drugs Act. Search was seen you meet with some drug users down by there. Right, at this moment in time, Vinnie, you're under arrest for being concerned to supply Class A drugs. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention any questions. Summary later on in court, anything you do say may be given evidence.
A large quantity of Class A, which we suspect to be crack cocaine, was found in your pocket, along with a quantity of cash and 2 mobile phones. Firstly, do you admit the offence of possession with intent to supply Class A drugs, namely crack cocaine?
No comment.
Do you admit the offence of being concerned in the supply of Class A drugs, namely crack cocaine?
No comment.
Tell me what you're doing today, just before 11 o'clock this morning.
No comment.
No, you're laughing, but you need to pay attention. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. This is a serious matter.